Old School Bodybuilding Clothing Company. If it's been 3.5 hours since you last ate protein and now you're starting to freak out, you are old school. If watching someone sit on a hammer machine for 5 minutes between sets playing with their phone pisses you off, you are definitely old school. OSBBC.com for the hardest training athletes.
I haven't seen the sun in a week and a half. Look! It just came out! Look at that!
I love it!
Welcome back. We are here once again, as we are every week. I know a lot of people out there are probably like, my therapy time has begun. I'm Dave Palumbo with the entire Whack Pack, Greg Valentino, John Romano, and Mr. G. I know Jimmy the Bull is somewhere in the back there getting a, what is he, got a flat tire again, John?
Yeah, he had a fire extinguisher. I think his truck's on fire.
Something's on fire.
Like.
Hell, he sent me a t-shirt. You know what, Tyler, can you throw that t-shirt over to me? I got his Muscle Mob t-shirt or whatever he calls it. Let me see. I think your brother made these, George, from Hit the Gym, MuscleMobster.com, Jimmy the Bull official, New York, with the bull on the top. It looks pretty cool, right?
Oh, shit.
Except the only problem is that's the back. Here's the front. I told him 2 years ago when he showed me the design, I said, put this on the front. So when I wear it, people will know what it is.
Right. Okay, so just wear
Your
it backwards.
Your brother somehow talked him out of it. I don't know why. So
does that say hit the gym or knit the gym?
Kind of like the old style 70s
hit the gym.
Tank tops. Remember we used to do the cut them with strings and then the string.
Yeah. Right, but you got to have the design on the front. That's the whole purpose of the thing, you know?
You know, those string tanks are making a comeback.
Are they really?
I used to order them specially. Yeah, I would order them
as long as those fucking baggy pajama pants don't make their comeback. Remember them?
Those crazy wear?
Yeah, remember that shit?
TG Michael.
They were so comfortable, those platinum wear. They were so comfortable that people don't even know what we're talking about. I don't even know if you can find a picture on the internet. They were these big baggy, they looked like tent pants you'd wear.
Pajamas, they look like.
Yeah.
And then you got that boat neck and shit.
Yeah.
My Christian used to use this kind of like t-shirt material.
Yeah. Platinum everywhere, he called it.
They were so comfortable.
Oh, my God.
Fucking damn you guys! Motherfucker, we on the show or what?
Yeah.
I'm losing my chuck over here. Fucking sucker.
What's going on over there?
He just burned his phone.
It cut out.
He
screamed so loud the phone turned off.
Yeah.
Shit.
So John, listen to this while Jimmy's finding what's going on. Greg tells me, he goes, can you please email me he emails me this morning. He's like, can you email me the link to the show because my phone's not working. I said, thank God. I'm thinking to myself, thank God that freaking flip phone finally died. He's going to get a new phone. He actually went on eBay, John, and he found another, like some guy selling some piece of crap flip phone probably from 20 years ago, and he bought it, and it, right? It doesn't work.
I bought it to Verizon.
Greg, what is your problem with new technology?
I don't know. Everybody's freaking out. My girlfriend's like, "Get a goddamn normal phone." I bought it for $10 off eBay. I brought it to Verizon, and they're like, "This is a 3G phone. We can't hook this up. You got to be 4G or more." And I'm like, "Are you kidding?" So they're like, "We got a cell phone right here. You want a flip phone? We got one for you if you want." The fucking thing's like $240. It don't even have a camera.
You got a phone. My client sent you a free phone. It's got to be in your house someplace.
I know, but I
activate
can't. Them fucking iPhone things, so I can't see
Greg,
it.
stop with the bullshit.
He got
what
an
is
iPhone,
the real
John.
story? What is the real fucking story here? Because you're talking shit, and you know it, and we know it. So
I'm not. I don't like.
Come on, man. What is it? Does it cause problems in your relationship? I mean, what's the fucking deal? You know, you're not allowed to have a camera phone because she doesn't want you sending pictures to other hookers.
No. I don't care about that. I never send pictures. First of all, that thing don't take good pictures anyway, and they're like this big. You know what I mean?
Not on like modern phones.
No, not on your phone, but I'm saying on a flip phone. You know what I mean? You put it right on your.
Yeah. So why do you stick to the flip phone? Why do you not go to what everybody else uses?
I drive a car that's got almost 300,000 miles on it. The bumper's
You're not answering the question.
He's frugal.
I'm just like stuck in that shit. I don't know what it is.
Well, Greg, aren't you frugal?
Same reason Jimmy won't move to Florida.
You're frugal too.
What's that?
You're old school Italian where you
No, Dave!
have the money.
Dave, I gotta go, motherfuckers! I got my shit on fire! Look at my fucking truck is on fire! Look at this shit! I'm fucking... Look at this!
Oh my God.
Oh, this motherfucker! I told that motherfucker to give me a fire extinguisher! I ain't got a fire extinguisher! I gotta get in there! I gotta piss in the motherfucker now! I gotta go! This is fucked up, man! This is fucked up!
Oh,
Holy shit.
holy shit!
It's like he's reporting like via satellite.
He's funny.
Wait, did he call the fire? Did he call 911?
He said he
him.
said his fire extinguisher wasn't working and he had to pee on the fire. Did you hear what he said?
Yeah, well, except that's a smoke bomb and it's a fake fire, and he's just doing it for effect.
Maybe, yeah.
That's not a fake fire.
Yes, it is.
You think so?
It looked like dry ice on the seat.
It was a smoke bomb. He had the fire extinguisher 15 minutes ago.
I never thought of that.
Was he waiting for it to build up a little bit before he puts it out?
John's right. He called us before the show started. He started that speech before the show started. We're like, not on yet. It clicks off.
Exactly.
It's a slow burning fire.
Yeah. Metal burns slow. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see flames. I saw smoke. John's right. He probably threw a smoke bomb in there.
Yep.
He called me this morning. He's like, I'm ready to move to Florida. I said, okay. When? Monday? When you in the fall. So Amanda hears him in the backdrop, and she said, she's like, he's not going anywhere. Jimmy, you've been saying this for 5 years.
He's like me with the cell phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, fuck that.
Exactly.
But even he has an
But
iPhone.
the difference, I'm going to tell you the difference. You could give the car analogy that you're driving with 350,000 miles all you want. The Jimmy the Bull doesn't want to leave. The difference is that you use your cell phone. That's your work. That's like something that you use to make money with. So for you not to have a modern cell phone where you can do everything you can possibly do in there, you're actually hurting your ability to make a living for yourself. So that's why it's important that you get a new cell phone, Greg.
And Greg, my truck has over 500,000 miles.
Does it really?
Yes.
Yeah, but you could fix shit. I can't. I got no bumper. I let my girlfriend drive my car. I come out of the gym, and she's got my car there, and she goes, the license plate, I think, is hanging. I look over, the whole bumper's gone. I said, what did you fucking hit? You know? She went over a curb and said, she's fucking crazy. See, I get her to do, like, everything, on the iPhone.
Maybe,
you know what I mean?
John,
like,
I got an idea. You're going to have to suck it up on this one, John. I want you to call Bleckman up and get that Hummer. See if he still has that H1 Hummer. And Greg can go up there and pick the Hummer up. And
Does
we can
he
have
still
Greg.
have that thing?
Dude, that's like a 1960s
You got to call
Hummer,
Bleckman and let Bleckman give Greg the Hummer. He can donate it.
But does he still have it?
He could get like a charitable donate,
I love that. I like that Hummer.
But does he still have it?
I would imagine, right?
He probably does.
It's been 11 years. I mean, I don't know since we saw him. I mean, it's possible,
The last time we were down there, didn't he do a whole engine redo on the whole thing? Like he had the whole thing redone,
I don't know. He couldn't find the tires wouldn't go. Wouldn't
tires,
go on.
That's right. You got the tires done.
Wheels, and he didn't understand. I kept trying to tell him there's an adapter. They put the adapter on the wheel. They put any fucking wheel you want on there. And I'm showing him pictures. There's P. Diddy's. There's Hulk Hogan's. They all got rims on. All nice. I go, that's what they did. They put an adapter on them. He goes, yeah, an adapter.
He wanted the original rims, right?
Right. He wanted the original ones.
You know, Arnold will probably come out with like a new H1 Hummer. Like he'll redo, like like everyone likes to take old stuff and like kind of redo it.
Yeah, like the Broncos are coming back, the Blazers.
Someone will do that, and then Blackman will be like, "At least made me get rid of it. I just had it up until a month ago."
Hey, Dave, look.
He'll have to buy it back from the guy he donated it to for like 20 grand, you know.
That's the phone I just got off the internet for $10, right?
It looks like it's worth $10. My son has a cell phone toy that looks better than that.
This is the one that broke. You know what's funny? The thing where you put the fucking charger in started smoking.
Yeah, they don't make them anymore. That's why.
It smells burnt.
Maybe it was in Jimmy's truck.
Look, I got the battery tape.
You probably have more of a
I gotta send this back. It's 3G. They won't let me.
Johnny probably would have a tougher time finding the charger for that thing than actually the actual phone itself.
No, I actually have to. Even the new one. I got the charger. It works with the old charger.
Oh wow!
But you have two useless phones now.
He has a brand new iPhone, John, sitting there waiting to be activated. So he has no excuses.
I just got off an hour and a half long call with nothing but fucking problems, and I'm coming here. I don't want any more fucking problems. All right, Jimmy's a lost cause, but Greg, get a fucking phone. Come on, you even have it.
You know what? You know what? If I was like Simone Biles, I would just quit this show because you guys are really hurting my feelings, and I don't think I can take it anymore. The pressure's too much. Oh shit! Wait, you can't wait. You can't fucking say anything bad about her, right? You can't.
No,
because the greatest ever doesn't quit.
No, you'll be racist.
The greatest ever does not quit.
I don't know who she is. Who is she?
The little gymnast chick. Listen,
she's probably the greatest gymnast of all time. But
I'm happy that she's fucking. She was great last time and everything. But you don't just quit because I'm having mental problems. You didn't have mental problems up until you fucked up that vault. And now all of a sudden, dude, every greatest athlete has one thing in common: mental toughness. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Fucking Bob Gibson once pitched a game, got hit in the shin with a line drive. It pitched a game with a broken leg for the Cardinals.
You're playing with pain. You're playing with pain.
But she doesn't have an injury.
Won the last Olympia with a torn tricep.
She said she had a mental. She said mentally, I have I just having a mental issue. I'll be okay in a couple days. Oh, you mean it's so? You can't take this competition. I'm sorry. I know some of you people out there are like, leave Britney alone. You know what I mean? Like you guys are like, fucking, you can't take that shit because celebrities are sucking her dick and everybody kisses her ass. And she's the greatest ever. Matt Walsh, who's a media guy, he even said that was like, can you picture Michael Phelps just like fucking up one of his swims and shit like that, and just saying that's it, I'm quitting, I'm not playing for the rest of the Olympics. Fuck you. That's the greatest ever doesn't do that. So I'm sorry.
Was it Redden, Mary Lou Retton, who or hurt a leg, or was that the Comanche or whatever her name was?
Kerry Straub. Kerry Straub. Now.
He hopped on one leg.
Yeah,
one of the gyms hopped on one leg.
Very strong.
Yeah.
Yes, and but you know what? There's a lot of girls.
Right?
Listen, you know what? There's another aspect. Look, I believe the greatest of all time should be able to put out anything that's blocking, their mind.
Anything.
When the competition is at stake. But she was one of the girls that was molested by that Larry Nassar.
So were a lot of. Listen, that's bad. I agree. Listen, we're not gonna. I feel bad about that, but that happened before the last Olympics, and she fucking aced everything. That's not why she walked away.
You know what? We should actually be getting
that had still their family. I mean, we're in Auschwitz and stuff like that.
We should be getting Amanda's.
How those people make it?
Amanda is the gymnastics expert. She should be giving. I know, but she should be giving us the commentary on this.
Listen, I don't care. It's not about gymnastics. I root for her because she's an American. You know what I mean? Right. I want America to win, unless you're a girls soccer player. Then I hope you lose every game. Okay? But I want America to win. I rooted for Simone Biles, but I can't believe you just walk away like that. I don't give a shit.
Is that what happened? Greg, I didn't see it.
She had a bad vault. According to Dave said Amanda told him that before a vault, you're supposed to tell the judges, this is the vault I'm going to do. And she, in midair, changed the vault. This is what Dave told me.
Yes.
and that she fucked the vault up. And, you know, she had a really bad landing. She hit like twice and shit. But she walked away. She got off and said, "That's it. I'm not doing anymore."
If you watched the preliminaries the day before, she had a bad attitude the whole meeting.
Yeah, because you know why, Dave? She's been coddled, cradled. They kiss her ass. Right. That's Simone Biles. You know what I mean? And you know, right now, you know, with all the fucking racial shit going on, she's one of the people that they fucking hold up there and they fucking shove up our fucking ass. And even though I root for her, I lost. You made me lose all respect. It's just like Robert De Niro. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she could have.
I'm an Italian from New York, bro. Greg, Robert De Niro hear the shit coming out of his fucking mouth, and they say, you know, he was my favorite actor. Fuck him. I hate his guts now. I wouldn't watch shit with him.
You know what? I feel the same way about him.
What's that?
I feel the exact same way. I can't watch a single thing he's in anymore.
No.
I've lost all respect. Yep. I'm sorry, George. What were you gonna say?
The last Olympics, where the guy was running, I think it was the mile or the 1500 meter, and he cramped up and couldn't make it, and his father ran out of the stands.
Yes.
And the guard tried to stop him. And they couldn't stop him. And the father ran across, and he finished last, but ran across with his son, hopping, and they finished.
Yes.
Cool.
But you know what's funny? This is not an injury. I can understand if there was an injury.
I'm saying.
And I know there's people out there that suck her dick, and they're going to say, she has a mental injury. You don't understand what she's got to go through. They all got to go through that. Everybody has to go through mental toughness is mental. Watch some of these UFC guys. Fucking, what's his name there that did, oh my God, the English guy. Fucking Christ, I like him, but I'm amped up right now. Michael Brisbane. Fucking nobody knew that the guy lost an eyeball, bro.
Who?
He fucking lost an eyeball in the middle of lost his eye, detached retina and shit. And he's blind, and he never told them that he was blind. He finished the fight and then went on, actually won the championship with one fucking eye. He never told the UFC that his eye was busted, that he broke.
Well, they wouldn't have let him fight. That's why.
Yeah, that's why.
Right, they wouldn't let. But you know what? He still fought like 5 or 6 times after and won the championship.
You know what? I'm going to tell you this.
That's with a fucking one eye.
Greg, I'm going to tell you right now. Greg is completely right about this because look, these people, they're professional, amateur athletes in the Olympics, but they're elite athletes, right? They're elite athletes. They're the best in the world. They get paid bajillions of dollars in endorsements, contracts, deals, and all of that in influencer shit. They get tons and tons and tons of fucking money. And then you're going to have a bad day and quit? That's fucked up. You got to be. It's part of the deal. The pressure is part of the deal. Training is part of the deal. Resting is part of the deal. Eating, doing drugs, passing a drug test. All of that shit is why you get to make billions of dollars. And to have a bad day and a bad vault, and you're gonna fucking quit.
All the celebrities are like, "Don't worry, we got your back," you know. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Her coach should pull her aside and say, "Listen, you get your fucking ass out there. Look, I know you fucked up. Yeah. It's okay.
Yes.
But get your fucking ass out there and you show these motherfuckers what the fuck you're made of." You understand what I'm saying?
I saw that, Greg. That girl Sandra that I showed you the picture of me with the blonde fighter and the other UFC girl that fight at my place. She just won the first. She won in Las Vegas, first round knockout. In practice, the coach had this guy Shorty, who's like her size. He's a third-degree black belt of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, hammering her. He's on top of her for like 5 minutes, you know. And she was getting told, and he said, "Listen, it doesn't matter. You got to keep going, all right? Whatever happens here, I'm going to make it as tough as so when you get out there." And as a result, she knocked the girl out in the first round. I mean, I said,
here's the reality. The reality is that when she's such a superstar that these press people and everyone and the coaches, they're all afraid to talk to her because if they say the wrong thing, they're afraid they're going to get fired or they're not going to be able to do an interview with her.
So pampered.
Right.
You know what's funny? I guarantee You know what's funny? I guarantee it. If I went on fucking social media and I blasted just shit out of her, they would fucking ban me because she's from the left. You know that, right?
So that's why Lee's word is so apropos in this case. So I'm going to get a ton of hate mail for saying that. For saying,
but John, you know as well as I do.
You know what?
If you wrote that.
Lee, let me tell you something. Where Lee lives in Australia, and they have a much better command of the language than we do. I got to tell you,
John. If you wrote
they have great words. They have great descriptive words for things that we struggle with because we're trying to be politically correct, and they just say the shit. So she's acting like, look. Dave has a very strong point in the fact that they are all afraid to talk to her because she's put up on a pedestal.
Exactly.
And she's black, so that anything derogatory you're going to say about her is because she's black, and then they're going to call you a racist or a misogynist because she's a woman. So there's no ability in the media or among anybody to criticize this girl for her terrible sportsmanship.
You'll get banned.
And you'll get banned.
You'll get banned in 2 seconds. You went on there.
Hey, what about Michael Jackson with his doctor? And all the people telling why are you doing all those drugs?
What about
listen, but the thing is, you'll get banned if you say something. This girl is royalty right now.
Yeah, the problem is that she cost the U.S. team the gold medal because she could have basically, from what my wife said, even though she blew the vault, she could have just coasted through the other events half-assed, and they would have won the gold medal. That's how good she is.
But Dave, that's what I just said.
So
I'm saying
she one really of her coaches let the team down. If it was her own
coach, exactly. Her coach should have grabbed her, pulled her aside, went across her face, and said, "What's wrong with you?" It's look, everybody. You don't think that every single fucking person in the Olympics has stress on them? Is fucking shit in there. Look what happened to Michaela Maloney. Do you remember her? Fucking last Olympics, she's the greatest vaulter ever, and she put so much stress on herself. She fucked the vault up and placed third when she was a shoo-in to win. Okay, but she didn't quit.
You know who else did that? Is skier, downhill skier. This was probably 10 years ago. She's flying down the course. The slalom. She was clearly in a lead in front of everybody. The last fucking jump. At the very, very end, she's in the air and she decides to cross up a little bit and make it fancy. She crossed the ski, she landed, she fell, she blew the whole thing. So,
but she didn't. But did she quit after that? No. What I'm saying to you is the same thing with Michaela Maroney had to stand up there. She did that little side thing that she does, and she took her third medal. Okay, she took her bronze medal, and she wasn't happy. But you know what? She didn't walk away. This girl let her teammate. She came off and she told her teammates, "I'm sorry, you guys will win without me. You're gonna have to win without me."
So now do you understand? Now do you see why? Now do you see why Lee says bloody cunt? You know.
So she's done. She's done.
No, you know what? Don't forget her.
Competition.
John said it right though. John's 100% right. She's a young black girl that's made it. She had a bit, supposedly her parents were not too good. You know what I mean? Her grandparents raised her. She became this like holier than thou fucking athlete and shit. And she has got great skills. She's a superstar. Yeah. But right now, that's what they're looking for in Hollywood. And they're going to give her a pass. Listen,
she quit on the team.
She's a young girl with a lot of mental. She had mental issues.
Bottom line is she cost the U.S. a gold medal.
Right.
That's the bottom line.
She actually said, "I'll be all right in a couple days."
Who gives a shit?
No, but dude, if you had mental problems, you're not all right. What I'm saying is
diagnose.
Right. No, you know what? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's just that she could basically. She's saying, "I can't take."
Did she actually stop because she wanted to make a statement, a political statement, maybe that, hey, I am the team. I don't want to do this. I'll do it for myself. Or will she be out of the whole Olympics? If I was her and I'm dropping out of the team competition, I wouldn't do the rest of the Olympics.
First of all, she shouldn't be allowed to.
All of a sudden, you had a bad day and you screwed the whole team up, and you wouldn't even finish the event.
She shouldn't be allowed to
go back.
Well, it's because it's accepted. You start with Colin Kaepernick with his bullshit, and then everybody else kneeling, and they let this shit get out of hand.
That's my
when
point.
Colin Kaepernick started this shit, they should have picked him up by his nappy fucking head and slapped the shit out of him and said, get the fuck up off your knee and stand like everybody else, or get the fuck off the team. That's what they should have done.
You know what I hate?
That would have stopped all this other shit. But no, they made a fucking hero out of him. They made a god out of him. They made an absolute, martyr out of him. And followed him, and they got all these other guys and girls now kneeling, disrespecting the flag, disrespecting America, disrespecting the cops, disrespecting everybody, their own fucking team. Okay? It's because they let them get away with it. They let them get away with it. If
Wait a minute. You know what
people, they're athletes. They play on a team. They play for America. Play by the rules. Play by how we tell you, or get the fuck off the team.
Absolutely. Fuck the women's soccer team, by the way. Fuck you. I hope you lose every game. But by the way, you know what I fucking hate? You know what the
women's soccer team now?
Because they're all taking a knee. Wait, listen to me. Listen. Do you know what the left? You know the left is nuts, right? You know what their new thing is now about all that shit? You want to hear what their new thing is? Well, if Muhammad Ali was alive, he's the first one. He started protesting in the Olympics and all that shit. But he didn't say, fuck you, America. He was protesting the war. And besides, I'm not the biggest Muhammad Ali fan.
He still loved America. He still loved America. He still loved the
right, yes. Right. He just dodged the draft. He just refused the draft.
Right. And he couldn't fight. So he took.
But they're trying to twist things. They're trying to twist it and make it like, well, he did it and everybody accepted Muhammad Ali. It's bullshit. He didn't do the same thing.
He won the gold medal, though. He competed. I think. Look, you guys are making this very politicized. I think the real issue here is, as you know, we're athletes. We are all bodybuilders. We would have probably all given anything to win Mr. Olympia. She was Miss Olympia, essentially, of the gymnastics world, and she had a chance to repeat her Olympia title, essentially. And she just said, you know what? My head's not in it. I don't care. I don't need it. And so we can't put our hands around this. I'm telling you how I'm interpreting. You're making it politicized, but that's
no. But John, help me with this, because I know you're gonna listen to me. We're not making it politicized. The world is, because like Matt Walsh said today, if that was a white male like Michael Phelps, and he would have got up and would have said, you know what, I fucked up my fucking breaststroke today. I lost. I should have won that. I'm quitting. That's it. I'm done. I have like mental anguish right now. I'm really going through it. They would have fucking, you know what the rest of the world would have said? He's a quitter. Look at him. He's a fucking quitter. He would have been considered a disgrace.
Which he is.
And in other countries, if some little Russian girl did that, she wouldn't want to go back to Russia. I could say if Nadia Comaneci is the greatest fucking gymnast ever. So let's be straight with that. But if Nadia Comaneci would have done that, let me tell you something. She would have went back to Romania. They would have fucking, believe me, her ancestors would have been re-killed. You know what I'm saying?
Executed her. And her whole family.
Well, I'm just saying, look, Simone Biles, you're not.
By the way,
look, I hope you get over your shit, but you're not the greatest ever. Greg. The greatest ever doesn't quit.
Simone Biles, Greg.
Simone Biles.
Whatever, same shit.
But Dave, I don't think this is a political point as much as it is a social point.
The celebrities are making it political.
Yeah, we have let things get so far out of fucking whack that normal shit now isn't even considered.
I don't think she did this as a protest. I think she.
No, I'm not saying. No. I'm not saying she did. Yeah. What I'm saying is her penance for that is going to be zero.
Right. John's saying they're giving her a pass. Right. Go on Twitter right now. It's like she's like the Virgin Mary. Like, oh no.
Yeah. Turn your mic down, John. Or your volume. You're echoing.
I'm echoing?
Yeah.
Listen, that's what John's trying to say. He's trying to, and I agree 100%. And that was my point when we talked before the show even started. I went off.
She quit.
She quit.
It was too hard.
She quit.
It was too hard.
Right. But the thing is, the celebrities and the media are giving her a pass. You understand? They're saying, oh, but she's got this mental anguish. You know, she's not the only one who went through shit on that female gymnastic team, right. Okay? A lot of those girls had issues and stuff. And
you don't know what their personal lives are like. They could have, their mother could be dying or something. Of course. All this shit that's happening, in their regular personal lives. that you also got to deal with.
Let's talk about something more interesting, like
the fans are
wait a minute.
not.
What if Big Lenny would have quit
the fight with Mr. G and Big Lenny?
With Mr. G? If Big Lenny in the middle of the fight would say to Mr. G,
I heard,
you know what, I'm not doing this anymore.
Rob Zilla
no way.
Hold on. Rob Zilla told me that there's that you guys are doing something else now. What's going on, George, with that?
Been doing what?
Rob Zilla sent me a text. Let me pull it up.
Yeah.
The other day about this fight. Do you know anything about this?
No, because Rob Zilla got all frustrated and sent me a message, told me to go fuck myself. Don't fucking lose his number.
He's echoing too. How come?
All sorts of wacky, weird shit.
What did you do to him?
Nothing. I did nothing.
Really?
Oh, I see what he did. Rob Zilla said he reached out to a celebrity boxing thing. They're having an event in Miami on October 2nd. It's going to be on pay-per-view. And he's trying to get you guys into this pay-per-view event.
That'd be cool.
So he wants me to help him, talk to the promoter to get you guys into that, because he thinks that would be a great way to showcase it. More people would see it that way.
There's only one problem with that,
what?
Dave. The medical, they'll never let Lenny fight.
They'll never pass the medical.
Shit. Oh,
no,
shit.
he's
right.
They're not going to let him fight. There's no way he can pass. There's no way a doctor will give him a clean bill of health to fight. It's not going to happen.
John's right. John is right.
Example of heart failure. Here, Lenny. Lenny has all these people speaking for himself. He can't speak for himself. He wanted to do MMA, and he wasn't willing. Because I trained
George, this isn't MMA. George, this is MMA. This is, I think, MMA.
Right. He wasn't willing.
You got to, in order for that's a sanctioned event. If it's on pay-per-view, it's a sanctioned event.
Right.
If it's a sanctioned event, you got to get medical clearance.
As long as
is not going to get medical clearance.
You sign a waiver, and if you sign a waiver,
no, you cannot do that.
It's not sanctioned. It's a non-sanctioned. It's an exhibition. You call it an exhibition.
That's your fight. If it's on the pay-per-view card. Okay.
Right.
Then it's sanctioned. Whether your particular fight is not sanctioned is irrelevant. If it's part of pay-per-view, it's a sanctioned event. George, I know all this shit. My father was best friends with Cus D'Amato. I know all of this shit. You have to be cleared by the doctor in order to fight in that state. So if Big Lenny he's got congenital heart failure just walking around, they're not going to clear him to fight.
What would Lee Priest say? He'd say they're a bunch of cunts.
Bloody cunts.
Hey, John,
cunts.
There's a company called Evan Bright in Orlando. The Sportsplex in Orlando deals with them. We were going to get Evan Bright to do it. They didn't require any of this stuff. They cover any event. They can cover if we had a race. If we had a bodybuilding.
George, Georgie, listen to me, bro. I love you. There's no more thing I want bigger in this world than for you to get your way and to have this fight. I'm just telling you what the limitations are and where you're not correct and where maybe we can help you get steered in the right direction. If that fight is part of pay-per-view, you are not going to get Lenny to get medical clearance to fight. It's not going to happen.
I have an idea.
He is walking dead. He is the walking dead. So
George, I have an idea. You know what you do? You get Rob Zilla to go there, say he's Lenny. They'll give him the physical. They'll clear him to fight. And then you have Lenny really fight. How about that?
Got to show ID, and then that's racist.
Hey, can I guys tell you exactly what happened?
I'd love to get the Butterbean in Big Lenny's corner, wouldn't you, though? How funny would you see those two guys walking out together?
Yeah, well, Butterbean trains, even though
Butterbean's a bad dude, bro.
Yeah.
He trains, but he doesn't want to diet. He runs. He trains. I've trained 400-pound people before that never. I had one client, Rosie O'Donnell's, that works for Rosie O'Donnell, was one of her producers when they did the Chub Club back in '97. They hired me to train her. She was 400 pounds.
Wait.
The girl was. Read it back. She was 400 pounds. I had her. In 12 weeks, I had to run 3 miles in Central Park. I swear, they filmed us.
George could pay Butterbean and cookies.
Can you imagine how Butterbean and Big Lenny walking out to the ring
George
together?
could pay Butterbean and cookies.
But Georgie knows Butterbean.
He doesn't know.
No, I don't know Butterbean.
He doesn't
You know?
Butterbean.
I thought you did.
No, I know. No.
He said he's trained people like Butterbean who would like.
What I'm saying, Butterbean trained, even though Butterbean is really overweight.
His name is Eric Esch, I think it is.
Right, he trains. He trains to be able to go in the ring and fight. And not only that, nothing from nothing, the octagon is much bigger. The octagon would be easier for Lenny anyway than the boxing ring, because the boxing ring is like one hit aside.
Where's Lenny running, George, in this ring? I want to know. Where's he running?
He's running around. He's running around the octagon.
You're going to be the only one running in the.
Dave, Lenny's not going to make one lap around the octagon. He's going to die. Okay, he's not going to make one lap.
That's why I want to speak.
It's not going to happen.
He's going to wait for George to come to him.
Get Lenny on the show, Dave. Let's get Lenny on the show.
You know what?
Unfortunately,
you picked the wrong guy to have an enemy with, because the guy's worth. He's not able. He is not physically able to go toe to toe with you in any way, shape, or form.
John, it wasn't. He's not. And I don't think of him as an enemy. I thought of it as really why I did it. The first and foremost thing is to stop people from trying to slander, people's business and talk shit online, right? And number 2, to help Lenny get in shape. Yeah. For real. That's
well, you failed on both counts because, and I'm sorry, but Lenny's not getting in shape. And what was the first thing? You to help people. All you did, really, honestly, is you made Lenny famous for doing something bad. Okay, so now the example you're setting is that all these people can order 66 and ruin your, say shit about you, there's arsenic in the cookies, and what do? You make an event, you invite him, you fly him out, you give him airtime, you make a celebrity out of him, and that's all that's wrong, because now what you're going to do is now you're going to get some other scumbag that's going to come up and bomb your business, and you're going to make him famous.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to sue him for slander.
Well, why don't you just sue Lenny then, and then be done with this fight thing?
Because
it's not working out.
Here's what happened. What happened is this: we were first. I was talking to Rob, and Rob was supposed to be his manager, all right. And then I had the press conference, and then I figured after the fight, shake hands. Whoever won or lose, let's go on our lives and let's use our platforms for good. Lenny, you have a platform, people, instead of doing stupid, instead of doing negative stuff, tearing people down, bring people up. Use it for positive.
The only George, in theory, that's beautiful.
Right. So here's what happened.
But the problem is Lenny's going to die in the ring.
No, I understand.
So when he's laying there dead, all right, the example you're giving everybody, they're gonna side with him because he's dead.
So John, so what happened is along the way I saw that he wasn't training.
John, this is what's gonna happen. I got the scenario. I just figured it out. They're gonna be head to head. Lenny's gonna be ready. He'll probably be purple from doing so much melanotan and sitting in the sun. George will be in his ring, and they're gonna go out. They're gonna be ready. They're gonna be circling the ring. The referee's gonna be reading the instructions, and George is gonna be like, "I quit." And Lenny's hands will be raised in the air. Lenny will be like this. Yes, I won. I didn't have to even fight.
No, Dave, give me 2 minutes. I need 2 minutes right now to explain what happened with the whole fight situation.
All right, go ahead.
You're going to rehash the same thing we've been rehashing. Don't spend.
But I got it. But it's got to be Rob texted me.
Oh, we're going to go through this whole thing again.
Right? Hold on. And then I started speaking to Rick who fights, and Rick said, "Listen, this guy's going to get hurt real bad. He's not training. Make it in the box." That's when I decided. I texted Rob. I said, "Rob," and I was going to do this stuff for Lee. I got the mental hamster box. I was going to have Lee because they're saying that I was going to have Lee and all this. Yeah, I was going to. 100%. When they don't know what to talk about, that's what I was doing. So I text Rob, listen, let's make it boxing since Lenny's not training. Because he had a guy offering to come stay at his ranch in Florida to train him, right? And they didn't go. So I texted that. So Rob says, I'm with my girlfriend, I'll get back to you. Then he says to me, Lenny has pneumonia. So then I said, okay, you know what? Forget the fight. It's off. Not going to have it. Then 2 days later, they go online and start the whole thing over again. Saying, my cookies suck, this whole thing. How did I say this? So I guess so then I say something. I say, what are these two guys idiots? I call Rob a coward for doing that. Rob texts me right after the show. A whole shit. Fuck myself. Fuck you, Mr. G. How could you stab me in the back? You're talking about me and I talk about you. What the fuck? Lose my fucking number. I thought you were fucking, you were hyper and all this shit. All right. So you know what I did? I called him on the phone. He didn't answer his phone. I says, okay, over. That's what happened. And now we have the situation here. Now they're going to box it.
But George, do you know what? But Georgie, do you understand why this is happening?
He doesn't want to get Lenny on the show. He doesn't speak for himself. Lenny, speak for yourself.
Lenny is not going to admit to the world that he's incapable of fighting you. He's not going to do it. Okay? So the problem is Lenny is not capable physically of going toe-to-toe with you in a ring.
Boxing would be worse. John, boxing actually would be worse.
When I tried convincing you of boxing last week, you said, no, MMA, no, MMA. It's going to be MMA. I've been training MMA. I'm doing MMA. It's MMA. It's my event. It's MMA. Now we're boxing. Okay? So George.
John, I've been training. John.
He's right.
I tried it too. He's going crazy.
John, what was I saying?
We are really the fucking whack pack. We're really nuts. You know that, right? We're all fucking nuts.
I have a headache. I don't even know if anyone's watching anymore, but I'll tell you this.
As soon as I said cunt, everybody shut it off.
Yeah, exactly. Lenny, this was a very politically incorrect show. Lenny, and Rob are completely doing this for marketing purposes, 100%.
Exactly.
It's like they're pushing your buttons, and you are like a fool who keeps, like the Jack in the Box who keeps popping his head out every time the kid pushes the button.
Yeah.
They're playing you. They're playing you like a fiddle, Mr. G.
When you were down there, they were your buddies, and as soon as you got home, they were like, "Fuck him, we're gonna kick his ass." And
they can't.
There's no seriousness. They're joking around.
No, I agree with Dave. They're pulling your chains.
They're using you, Georgie. They're using you,
and that's fine. But understand, it's not personal. I don't think that they're doing anything personal. It's all.
But now
I didn't take it personal. Rob did. Rob sent me that text.
No, but don't you?
He knew you were going to read it on the air. That's why.
No, but you know why they're doing it, Dave? Because we talk about it every show, and they're getting this publicity every week.
They're getting publicity, exactly. Now, Georgie, since we've gone from MMA to boxing, what about judo? Can we go to judo now next week? Say no judo. We're boxing. We're boxing. We're boxing. And now next week we'll do judo.
No, how about get Lenny on the show? Get Lenny.
How about leg wrestling?
Why, Georgie? Why? What's the point? What is the point?
Yeah.
To iron it out.
He said he's going to fight you. He's going to fight you.
You're not ironing anything out.
He's going to fight you. Guys, make a decision. If you want to do MMA, you do MMA. If you want to do boxing, you do boxing.
I'm doing MMA. MMA, that's it.
All right.
We're nuts. We are all whacked.
This week.
Yeah.
We're really
no quitting. Once you guys commit, there's no quitting in this.
Right.
Yeah, but
there's
Dave,
no mental health problems here.
You cannot do that with somebody who's not going to make it. If Georgie and Lenny were like evenly matched, this would be a whole other story. But the reality is that everybody sees that nobody wants to admit is that poor Lenny is going to walk into a fucking guillotine. when he walks into the ring with Georgie. That's the problem. So, all of this stuff that's going on is to allow somehow a way for Lenny to not fight.
John, did you ever think that they might have a secret weapon? You remember the Three Stooges where you give him the cheese, where Curly would get in a ring? Mo Larry the cheese, Mo Larry the cheese. He gave him a cheese, and he knocked everybody out. Remember that?
Hold on. Maybe what's going on, Greg, is that they're trying to mess with George's head, and they keep changing things purposely. So when they get to the ring, they think maybe George will have a mental breakdown and he won't be able to perform. You know, it could be psychological warfare. Psychological warfare.
Or I told the guy last night to punch me in the head. I'm going to stand here and punch me for 3 minutes.
The longer they prolong the fight, you might get permanently injured from all the training you're doing for this fight. Donald Trump says he doesn't work out because he's conserving energy. I sometimes believe him as I'm getting older.
No, I think that it's all good publicity. That's what I think. Really, all joking aside.
You're right, Greg, because here, look. George is saying, let's get Lenny on the show. Let's get Lenny on the show. We don't need Lenny on the show. Lenny's going to die in the ring. We don't need him on the show. So all
right, John. John, what would you, if you're me, and people talking about your company on YouTube, like actually actively saying stuff like this, I ate your stuff for spitting. It's not like they're leaving a review. They left reviews, but they have all these followers and they're saying stuff. What would you do?
You know the solution to that?
Yeah.
Phone number 1-800-LAWYER. Get a lawyer and fucking sue him.
No, you know what you do
when somebody slanders you. You don't do this whole fucking rigmarole MMA match in a cage to try to alleviate the damage done to your business.
I'll tell you what you do, John. You know what you do? You get on a plane, you fly to Florida, you walk right to his house, you ring his doorbell, he opens up the door, you hit him, you knock him out. You say, there you go. You have your friend videotape it,
go to jail,
right?
But then
I get sued.
Yeah,
I know. I'm just throwing that at you. I like Lenny. I don't want anything.
If George would have dropped this.
I know you like. We all know you like Lynn.
If George would have dropped this immediately, John, we wouldn't even be having this discussion.
Yeah, but look what he's doing.
George is my boy.
What they say?
No backbone. He has he's not doing the right thing.
But at least he's not quitting.
But we knew that 6 months ago.
All right, I had enough of this. I have a headache. All right, I'm wrapping it up. I'm glad that we got all these.
Wait. Before you go.
Yeah.
We should establish now, Dave, that this is the end of the fight on taking up room on the show.
Yeah.
You guys want to talk fight? We'll do a separate podcast for you, and you can talk about the fight, and we'll put it out.
We got to give updates, John.
Georgie, you're my boy. I love you, like everybody else on this show. Honestly, I'm sick of this. I really am. It's not going to happen. If it does happen, it's going to be a mess. You're not getting on pay-per-view. You're not getting on an MMA card. I'm sorry, but it's not going to happen. So you're going to have to find another way to get back at Lenny, and we got to stop devouring time on this show and giving it.
John, can we do a hot dog eating contest?
What? There you go.
Right?
Oh shit!
That's something Lenny could probably do.
There you go.
There you go.
Something good.
But eat a cookie.
Let's get
cookie eating contest.
Cookie eating contest.
Who could eat the most cookies? Who could eat the most? George, that promotes your cookie too.
Arm wrestle.
Entenmann's can sponsor
Take
it.
athletics out of this.
There's no athletics in it.
There's no athletics.
Cookie eating contest. Stacks of big stacks of like fucking
Big
jumbo
stacks of
Palumbo
cookies.
cookies. The big ones.
Right. Greg,
The full sugar, full fat, the big ones. Those ones that are delicious.
The 1,500
They're like this
calorie
fucking
ones.
big.
See
who could eat the most of those bad boys.
There you go. Now you got something that the kids want to come to. They get free cookies. You got something wholesome to promote. We're eating cookies.
Right.
We'll have milk with it. How much better can that be? It's not violent.
And they're your cookies.
Family involved. It's so much better for everybody, and you're promoting your cookies at the same time. Georgie, you owe Greg. After the show is over, I want you to go to Greg's house and buy him dinner, because this is the best idea.
I'm the one who had the idea. Don't take that away from me.
You said hot dog. I said cookies. You said hot dog.
Dave gets dinner too.
All right.
We'll split a cookie. How about that?
How about a hot dog and then a cookie? You know, alternate back and
You
forth.
should make those fucking giant
One in
cookies.
each hand.
Double fisted.
Dude, yeah, you know how they do the cookie and then you drink, then you eat the cookie and then you drink like that, like they do with the hot dog?
There you go.
Yep.
All right. That deranged note.
Wait, the show is brought to you by the word cunt.
There you go, John.
In honor of our boy Lee. Dude, my girlfriend and Lee Priest texted messages. She loves him.
Yeah.
She loves him. They text out of boredom. My girlfriend will say, yeah, I'm bored. I'm going to text Lee. And he texts her back. I'm bored too.
Lee is the most prolific social media poster
Dave
of all time.
and Richie,
I love Lee.
Talking
My girlfriend loves him to death. I swear to God. I think my girlfriend would give him a free fuck.
Lee's too much. Lee would never do that anyway.
I would let him. I swear I wouldn't mind.
But you know, Greg,
I love Lee.
Lee's a true. None of us guys would ever even look at any of our girlfriends or wives as something as sexual. Like I look at you, like Dave, all your girlfriends and wives as my sister. You know what I mean? I couldn't even.
I look at your cookies and I drool. My mouth starts watering like, wow, that's a sexy cookie. Look at those chips. I could, And they smell so good, too.
You should make the cajeta, the Latin version of the cookie. Then you really...
Oh, there you go. There's spices on. My girlfriend would eat that shit. She's that hot pepper and that fucking tapatio and
Greg,
everything.
that's a cookie that eats itself.